Welcome back, 49ers Faithful, to another exciting episode of Voice of a Niner Faithful. I'm your host, Jason. I took off last week for some family time, but now it's time to get back to work. Today, we have a lot to cover, from new signings to player updates and some thrilling news about our star players. So let's just dive right on in. Let's kick things off with some exciting news. We have signed wide receiver Ricky Pearsall to a 4-year deal. This means that we now have all 8 of our 2024 draft picks under contract, which is awesome. Pearsall, who stands at 6'1", what did I write down? 189 pounds, was the 31st overall pick in this year's draft. He had a stellar college career, playing 55 games with 36 starts across either Arizona State or the University of Florida. His stats are impressive. 159 receptions for 2,240 yards and 14 touchdowns. In his final season, he led his team with 65 catches for 965 yards and added some versatility with his rushing ability. Now, I think you guys all need to go look at some of his highlights from college. There's this one with awesome catch, just showing how good he is. And at only 23, Pearsall brings a lot of potential and excitement to our wide receiver core. I'm looking forward to seeing how he integrates into our offense and the dynamic he will add to our already potent passing game. I mean, everyone knows how good our passing game is. Speaking of our passing game, next we're going to talk about our quarterback, Brock Purdy. Let's see if I can get his picture up here. Dun, dun, dun. I have it here somewhere. I know I do. There it is. Who has been making, Brock Purdy, he's been making headlines this offseason. Last year, he was recovering from a torn UCL. But this has been a completely different offseason for him because he's fully healthy and he's coming off a breakthrough season. Purdy's been a commanding presence both on and off the field. Coach Kyle Shanahan has praised Purdy's leadership and progress. Having a full offseason without the burden of rehab has allowed Purdy to focus on improving his game, which, by the way, was already really good. His goal has been to elevate his leadership and physical abilities, adding muscle to his frame, and to better withstand the rigors of the NFL season. And look at some of the highlights of his off season. I mean, the guy's bulked up. I mean, wrestling kind of bulked up. Purdy's performance in 2023 was nothing short of remarkable, setting franchise record of 4,280 passing yards to become the first 49er quarterback since Jeff Garcia to throw 30-plus touchdowns. Now, let me say that first part again. Setting a franchise record with 4,280 passing yards. That means franchise. That means better than Montana, better than Young, better than Garcia. It's hard to beat that. So, with all of that, and he's still learning, he still can do better. It's amazing. Despite all the achievements, though, Purdy is not resting on his laurels. He's been working on his progressions, his footwork, game management, to take his performance, just click it up there to the next level. On the mental side, Purdy's growth has been just as significant. His confidence, vocal leadership has increased, earning him his respect and admiration from his teammates like Nick Bosa, who noted Purdy's humble yet assertive approach. Purdy is entering a crucial year with a significant contract extension likely on the horizon. But for now, he is focused on leading the Niners to another successful season, hopefully getting that Lombardi trophy, which would be awesome. Quest for 6. Now, speaking of contract extensions, I'm sure you all can figure out where I'm going with this one. I gotta switch to a different picture now. Yeah, I know. I'm sure everyone loves to see my pretty face, but let us throw in another picture. I like that one. Bring it over, pop it up, and boom. Brandon Aiyuk. Let's talk us some Brandon Aiyuk. Recently, everyone's probably seen it. Aiyuk posted a TikTok video that sparked some concern among us fans. In the video, Aiyuk joked that the 49ers don't want him back, but it's essentially to understand the context. First, Aiyuk actually didn't say 49ers. We're all assuming it meant 49ers, that he meant 49ers. But who knows? He might have actually been talking about Arizona State because he's talking with his friend from Arizona State. So Aiyuk is entering his final year of his rookie contract, and yeah, the negotiations have stalled. He's skipped the team's mandatory minicamp, which could potentially lead to fines and pretty significant fines at that. However, I think this is just a negotiating tactic similar to what we saw with Debo. And we all know what happened with Debo. I'm not gonna, don't want to play for the team anymore. Blah blah blah. And what happens? We sign him. That's gonna happen this year. I'm pretty darn sure of it. Aiyuk has had a career year last year with 75 catches for 131,342 yards. I'm going to get that right. And 7 touchdowns. With wide receiver salaries skyrocketing, look at Justin Jefferson. Aiyuk is understandably seeking a huge extension. Debo Samuel has been in regular contact with Aiyuk, advising him to be patient through the process. So hopefully, since Debo went through it and he's talking to Brandon, he's saying, hey, it's going to happen. Just wait it out. Now, my take on this, the 49ers know his value, and they're going to come to an agreement. It's just a matter of time. Now, of course, as I was writing up all this, I did come across a Facebook post. I'm kind of leery about mentioning it, only because I cannot find any other source on it. But I'm just going to put it out there. Make sure you understand that. Take this with a grain of salt, because I cannot find anything to confirm it. So let me put it up here. Boom. Bring it up. I didn't. I said boom and it didn't come up. There it is. All right. So, as you can see from that, somebody from this site here, justsportinfo.com, seems to think that they've finally agreed to sign Brandon Aiyuk on a 5-year extension, $275 million contract. As soon as I saw this, first thing I did, I went to every major source: ESPN, NFL, Fox Sports, ABC Sports, CBS Sports, NBC Sports, everywhere. I could not find anything else on this. So, as I said, take this with a huge, huge grain of salt until it's proven. I'm going to keep you guys informed. I'll update this next week. Or if it happens to coincide before I post this for everyone to enjoy in the morning, Monday morning, if something comes up, I'll add a little snippet at the end. But it would be great if this really is true. I hope it is true. But again, it's only one source. I'm not going to say that this is fact. This is not fact yet. I need multiple sources to come out and say this. People like Ian Rappaport or something like that, Matt Miyoko. anybody from anybody from any major source. Would be awesome to hear this. That yeah, we saw this, we found it out. It's true. No, I haven't found anything out like that yet. This is only one source, so keep that in the back of your mind. With that said, let's move on. Something a little bit happier. Christian McCaffrey on the cover of Madden. Hopefully, none of you are major uh, of the Madden curse thing. You don't believe in that, because I don't believe in that. But let's put this up here. There we are. Christian McCaffrey will be on the cover star of Madden 25. Don't get confused with the first Madden 25 25th anniversary thing. This is a huge honor for McCaffrey and a proud moment for the 49ers. McCaffrey, the reigning offensive player of the year, had an awesome season. 1,459 rushing yards, 14 rushing touchdowns, and over 2,000 yards from scrimmage. His dynamic play style has made him a fan favorite in both the real world and the virtual world of Madden. EA Sports praised McCaffrey as a human highlight reel. EA Sports is just finding this out now? Come on, we've all known that. So his popularity in the game reflects his real-life impact on the field, with Madden 25 set to release in August, which I think I'm going to get this one. I didn't get Madden 24. I have Madden 23, played that. I'm gonna tell you I'm not the greatest Madden player, but I still enjoy playing it. But I didn't get Madden 24, but now I am going to get Madden 25. Fans will have another way to celebrate and enjoy McCaffrey's talents by getting to use him yourself. Wouldn't be awesome? Boy, that was a bunch of information, wasn't it? But that wraps up today's episode of Voice of the Niner Faithful. From new signings to the off-season progress and exciting news, there's plenty to be excited about as we head into the new season. I appreciate you turning in. And as I said before, if I happen to get any sort of information extra about the whole Aiyuk thing, like I said, take that with a grain of salt. I'm going to stress that as much as I can. If I find out any more, I will let you all know. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Niners!